Will we see another Tom Brady? I think that's about does it. But I will tell you why that's the case. Cool Sports presents on the daily. Well, as the Bengals used to say, it's just another manic Monday. On the daily is right in front of you on your video screen. Cole Johnson's right here waiting and willing and able to serve you this content that you so love, VIP. And this is Monday, and you know how we get down on Monday. We're talking about Tom Brady. We're talking about different reasons as to why there's not going to be another him. And we say this because it's true. And I'm going to tell you why on the list. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to break it down simple. I was going to give you 5, but I'm going to be really extra generous and give you 6. There will be 6 reasons I'm going to give you, VIP, why there is no quarterback in the NFL today or tomorrow or any other time that will be, can be, possibly can be the next Tom Brady. Here is reason number 1. Now, Tom Brady was not known as the most athletically gifted quarterback. I mean, it was well documented that he ran the 40 in almost 6 seconds. But the QBs that are coming out of college now are more athletically gifted. You don't have to look further than Lamar Jackson. You don't have to look further than Josh Allen. And you can even reach back into time. You don't even have to reach back that far in time. Just think back to when Tom Brady was drafted. He was drafted in 2000. There was a quarterback that was drafted the very next year. His name was Michael Vick. Quarterbacks, even back when Brady was new to the game, you know, much like how these quarterbacks we're going to mention now, he wasn't considered to be this off the chart guy. But what he did have and what he did possess, what made him last so long, is the mentals. And he had other skills, of course, physical too, but it was the mental game and the heart. That's what made him last so long. Now, I'm not saying that Josh Allen nor Lamar Jackson lack the heart nor the mind. I'm saying that they are more gifted athletically than Tom Brady ever was. And probably in their 30s, they'll be more gifted than Tom Brady was in his 20s. That's basically what I'm saying. Here's the second reason why no quarterback can be like the next Tom Brady. Brady would normally be, how can I say, buttoned up. And I'm not talking about off the field, I'm talking about on it. He tried to make the best play, but he tried not to put his team in disadvantageous positions. He tried not to put them in harm's way, so to speak. But quarterbacks such as, I don't know, like a Kyler Murray, and you could probably group Patrick Mahomes in that category too, they take more gambles. They want to throw down the field more. They want to even throw down the field in double coverage. Take, for instance, a QB that did come a little bit before Brady. Now, Brady, as I said, was drafted in 2000. A guy that was drafted almost 10 years before in Brett Favre, he was one who just simply put it all out there. He basically would be the guy that would be in the casino that would just keep saying, hit me at the 21 table. The money would be dwindling, and it would be down to almost the last chip. He would still say, hit me, when he's 20 that he has in his hand. You got a lot of these quarterbacks who have that mentality of, I cannot be beaten, that I can beat whomever, whenever, however, with the arms, with the legs, or even with the mind. They will risk too much. And Brady was one who tried not to risk as much as most. Reason number three why I believe no quarterback can be like be the next Tom Brady. Brady every now and then could whip it down the field pretty far. I would be remiss and lying if I were to say otherwise. However, there are some quarterbacks who just simply have cannons for arms. Just go to Los Angeles. I'm not necessarily talking about Matthew Stafford, although he has a good arm too. No, I'm talking about the young Justin Herbert. Now, he also has the ability to scramble too, like the more athletic, gifted QBs I mentioned. And he sometimes takes more gambles than he should. That's somewhat helped also by the head coach he's under in Brandon Staley and going for too many fourth downs. But that's for another topic that I've done for another time. Herbert is a guy who simply has a gun. I mean, he reminds you of a John Elway where he can just sit there, plant his 2 feet, and actually look like he's throwing a fastball at a wide receiver or a tight end rather than a football. It comes hard and fast, and he has a deep arm too. I mean, the football is live; it just sails on you. Wonderful arm, and as I said, Brady could throw it deep every now and then. Even back when he could throw it deep every now and then, but that's not what he did best. Justin Herbert, that is what he does best, along with having a good sound mind too to play the game at the quarterback position in the NFL. The number four reason why no quarterback can be the next Tom Brady, they can be good and they will actually have some accolades to call their own. But the stat pedigree, it will not be the same. I can name two quarterbacks that fit that description quite well. One that's in the twilight of his career at the moment, which would be Aaron Rodgers. The other, he's starting off, but he's been a starter for 4 years, and that would be Patrick Mahomes. Now we saw how he was in his fourth straight AFC Championship game at home. He, how can I put this ever so gingerly? He plays hero ball a little too much, in my opinion. Brady, when he was young, he sometimes did it. And when he was without talent, he sometimes did it. But when he got to be of age, he didn't risk the ball as much. He didn't risk throwing it in certain places as much. And that's something that, of course, with maturity, you'll have to learn. And I think that's something with maturity is what Patrick will learn. But right now, he takes too many gambles. But even with that being said, he still owns a Super Bowl championship. He is still attempted to win a second. And he has hosted 4 straight AFC championship games. Now, that is something that is along the lines of what Brady did in the early 2010s, where the Patriots went to 8 straight AFC championship games. Still is amazing when you think about it and you wrap your brain around it. Good, but not nearly the stat pedigree as what Brady has, which is 7 Super Bowls, 5-time Super Bowl MVPs, 3-time regular season MVPs. That's hard to come by. Yeah. Reason number 5 as to why no quarterback could be the next Tom Brady. They're too busy carving their own path. Just look at the playoff path of one Joe Burrow. Look at his path. Now, when he played against the Raiders, he was cool, of course, but he played to the flow of the game, and he didn't win it with his arm, but he won it with his mind, which is similar to Brady. but he has an arm. And he's fleet of foot too. He also has moxie and he's tough, as he proved in the very next game against the Titans, where he just simply took sack after shot after shot. But he still was able to hit the key 20-yard pass on an out route to Jamar Chase to set up the game-winning field goal to put them in the AFC Championship game. And then against Mahomes in Arrowhead, he showed he had wheels, and he showed he had an arm, and he showed he had a mind, and he showed that he could control the clock and control a game. A lot of those qualities are Brady-esque, but I don't feel Tom Brady when I look at Joe Burrow, because I see a different type of cat with him. And reason number 6 as to why no quarterback can be the next Tom Brady, it's quite simple. Even when you have someone who looks like him, talks like him, walks like him, throws like him, manages a game like him, it's not quite as good. It's like the old Sade song, never as good as the first time. And that is what Mac Jones is. He is one who looks, acts, talks, walks, lives, breathes just like Brady did when he was in his rookie and second year in the league. But in year number 2, Brady took his team to the Super Bowl and won it. Now, what will Mac Jones do the second year in the league? Will he do that? Maybe. Who knows? But we know that he has a lot to learn. A lot to learn. But he looks like he's on his way to learning it. But you can't really say that he even can fill the shoes of one TB12. So to review, the 6 reasons why no quarterback can be the next Tom Brady. Number 1, you got more athletically gifted and talented quarterbacks that's coming out now. Number 2, quarterbacks today take more gambles than he did. Number 3, you got some QBs that just have cannons for arms. Number 4, they are good and they are pedigreed, but not quite nearly the stat pedigree as what Tom Brady has. Number 5, they're too busy trying to carve their own path to success. And number 6, you can duplicate them, but you could never be the original article. And you can say the same thing about Brady, because he, in a lot of ways, I won't say he's a clone, but he is a derivative of one Joe Montana. He is really good and he is accomplished, even more so than Joe Montana. But even he is not as good as the original article. And that concludes the list. So if you agree with me that there can't be another Tom Brady, please, I want you to chime in. If you believe that there is someone who can fit the bill, I want to hear that too. Like this video and please share it throughout your social media community. Comment below because I want to hear what you have to say. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell to get any and all content that comes from here. I love you, VIP, and I do this strictly and only for you. For all of us here at Cole Sports, I'm Cole Johnson, and this has been the latest installment of Cole Sports.